Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hobb. It is Sunday, February 20th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, welcome. Please be sure to check out my website at lisahobb.com for all about my services and my upcoming events. I'm also on Facebook under Spirit Teacher Lisa Hobb. And for those of you who come back every week and comment and send me emails, I appreciate you so very much. I know I say it every week, but I genuinely mean it. I'm so grateful. I wish I could find another word that would express, but I am filled with appreciation for all of you, all of my listeners, all of my new subscribers, all of you who share when my podcast comes out. Just gratitude. Just feel so humbled and so blessed. I have a secret. I'm working outside of my normal area this weekend, so I am coming to you from another place in a hotel room. And I'm happy to be able to record this podcast wherever I am. And I'm grateful that I am able to travel with my work and to see groups and can have clients all over the world with Zoom, with telephone. It's the best life. It's truly the best life doing your life purpose. And I hope that you have found your life purpose as well. It's really the life purpose as to what you would do if you could not fail, if there was nothing stopping you, if you had all the money in the world, if you already had the skills. That's it. Whatever would bring you joy, whatever would make you feel that you weren't working hard for the money. That's what it is. And it has to be amazing. And when you love it, then all that you will need to give you your supply will come. If we look for it too hard, it sometimes may not come immediately, but it will always come. Money is a symbol. It is a way of showing abundance and prosperity. So it will come when you're doing what you love. So what is the topic today? In the last couple of weeks, I've been quite taken more than ever with the understanding of how repetition programs us. And it's very hard for me to watch when people acquire belief systems off of repetition that is more negatively based. But that's not the topic today. The topic is that your beliefs are formed by repetition, and how to make those repetitive thoughts and words and eventual beliefs really, really good ones, great ones. Because what you talk about over and over again is going to keep coming to you. What you think about over and over again will keep coming to you. What you feel about over and over and over again will keep coming to you. Who you truly are will keep coming back to you. So why do I say it like that last one? Because many people do affirmations and they're very important. I just did a recording before I got on with you this morning, and it was a recording for myself of affirmations. I am statements, present tense. They're very powerful. Most powerful when you apply emotion to them. You have to feel them. You have to line up with them. When you have that emotional factor, you draw towards you what you're stating. If you emotionally believe and are excited as you repeat the statement, I am wealthy, the opportunity to be wealthy will come to you. You will match the vibration of it. But you have to feel it. If you don't, then it will delay in coming to you. And it may take a long time. Most of the time, though, when we are going through our repetitive programming, when you turn on the news, when you're talking about your beliefs that were handed down to you because they were told to you time and time again, you tend to have an emotional input from that. We can get very passionate about what we believe. We believe that someone's wronging us, or there isn't enough, or if we expect that something's going to happen day after day after day, that things can't turn out for us. If we expect that we're going to have the same day tomorrow that we had yesterday, we get what we expect. And most of the time, these expectations are matched with anger or high emotions or frustration or rage or sadness that's very strong. And while positive emotions are more powerful than negative emotions, negative emotions can fire up a computer and break it. That is how powerful they are. I call it a carry. I've done it myself. If you shock me and I'm on the computer, I'm going to make that computer zap out. Or if you cause me to get upset in some way, in a very traumatic way, I'm going to wipe that computer out. That's because we have such power behind our emotions. So it's so important to make sure that we have positive emotions. Now, that means, let me say it doesn't mean that you should bury your emotions and not feel when you're sad or not feel when you're angry. Feel it, but then let it go. Let it go and raise yourself up to a greater feeling. Because if you bury it, it's who you truly are. And so what you will be putting out are those core emotions, even if you're trying to feel positivity and to think positively and to speak in a positive way. Who you are is what you get back. It is so, I see it every day. So many people that don't realize the power of their emotions and their words, their expectations, their beliefs. And it's embedded in us, this programming that we can have. There are people who trust in me, but yet, every day, will trust in their own old programming. They know that what I say is truth, but they trust in their own programming more. The old programming, the repetitive stuff that was given to them from others. And they talk against themselves and against their lives. And they feel against themselves and against their lives. But they can't help themselves. Well, they can, but they can't help themselves unless they focus on directing their thoughts and emotions and belief systems towards what they truly want, instead of just accepting what's been given to them. You see, many of us think that we'll believe it when we'll see it. But the truth is, we see it when we believe it. And so many will say, yes, what you say is correct, and I know I have a lot of power. I know I can have what I want. But then they look around their world and they say, well, isn't that reality? Well, yes. It's the reality that you created yesterday, or last year, or 5 years ago. But it's not meant to be, unless you love it, your reality for tomorrow. You create your tomorrow today. If you want the world to be a different place, create it to be a better place. If you want your love life to be better, create it to be better. If you want to be the healthiest you possibly can be, concentrate on being healthy now. You cannot focus on illness and create health. But you should not ignore your body or your health in order to create health. When you're going through a diagnosis, or trying to reduce your weight, or give up a habit, you focus on feeling healthy, on feeling good. If you need rest, you take rest. If you need to eat healthy, you eat healthy. And ultimately, focusing on feeling good and health. When we focus too much on a diagnosis, we build upon the diagnosis. And I say this every week, and I mean it. I am not saying that you are at fault for doing that. We just haven't come, all of us, to learning our own power, our own ability, our own strength to be able to change our lives. You have the cure in your hands. It's knowing it. It's knowing it. And it's simple, but I wouldn't say it isn't hard, because we're inundated. Aren't we inundated with the truth that someone wants to tell us, and the lies that people want to tell us? And living life, having to pay to live here. The responsibilities that we all have. We are inundated. But it's so important to spend time every day, even if it's as small as 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Talking about the life that you truly desire, envisioning it, writing about it, embracing it, feeling it. If you have 30 minutes, great. You don't need more. Perhaps twice a day. Or just feel walking around this world. I love my life. Life works out for me. I am prosperous. I am in loving relationships. My faith is rewarded. If you feel that, and you say that, and you just talk like that, it will come around to you. Now, sometimes, that choked me up a bit. Sometimes there are twists and turns. And things can fall apart in a moment as they're coming together. We cannot always see the road ahead. But trust. Have faith. Fasten your seatbelt at times. Where your will is, will come to you. When you're ready and when you're aligned. When I speak of alignment, it goes back to beliefs and vibration. If you repeat to yourself every day, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, but then you worry about money, you feel you don't have enough, you will get, I don't have enough. You are not aligned with it. And then the moment that you have this peaceful, calm, joyful, abundant, prosperous feeling, boom, there it is. We must align with what we're saying. We must feel it. Be in the now. It's the same with relationships. It's the same with health. And watch out for the fears. Because we can be cruising along with all those areas. And then we have a moment where we fear that something will go wrong or it won't last. Perhaps it's about a blood test result, or about someone leaving you, or about the contract not coming through. Fear can be very strong and powerful, and it can disrupt, but you can always redirect. You can always get back on path. I always tell my clients, when you have a moment of thoughts that you know aren't what you want, grab it and reverse it right there in the moment. Just tune into yourself. What is my feeling right now? Why I'm doing these affirmations? Am I worried about a paycheck? Am I worried about paying that bill? Keep at it, the affirmations and the feelings, but also understand it's going to delay your alignment with it happening for you. And also understand that if you have fear, not to fear fear, but it can come. So it's so important to watch how you're feeling, to watch what you're thinking, and to watch what you're saying. Now, I don't want you to be paranoid or, as I said, have any fear. This is powerful. You have your life in your hands. What an amazing thing. Feel the empowerment of it. There's nothing like it. You are not living in this life where you are powerless. No matter what you've been told repetitively, you are not powerless. There are not structures and people against you. You forge your path. And if you believe that there are structures and people against you, change your beliefs, change your thoughts. You can acquire new beliefs at any time. If you don't like your beliefs, change them. It's that simple. Now, as I said, there are people that believe in the work that I do. And then they will still joke about doing their affirmations. Oh yeah, I'm a millionaire, haha. Oh yeah, I've got that house. What you believe, you receive. It's so important to understand that. When you believe it, you see it. When you know it's yours, you will have it. You will see it physically in your world. The greatest, most successful people among us know these principles, know these truths. And yes, they were taught in the Bible and other ancestral documents and teachings. They've been there throughout time. We're at a time where we are understanding more than ever the power of energy, that we are all made of energy and that we are all connected to energy. We are all part of the one energy. You can connect into higher source energy at any time through alignment and make the life for yourself that you truly want. It's worth it. Now all of us, and I will say all, have blocks. Those who've been working on their blocks for a long time have smaller blocks. Many of the most successful among us do self-hypnosis and other techniques to remove those blocks. What are the blocks? The programming. The words said to you before you could even talk. The teachings handed down. Anything said over and over and over again to you has become potentially a block. Even as simple as that you shouldn't believe in yourself, when that is the furthest from the truth. Watch your blocks, because there is a higher energy that you are connected to, that some like to call heaven, some like to call source, some like to call universe, that loves you. That looks upon you as if you are perfect. That source energy believes in you and knows you can attain in your life whatever you desire. But it can't just give it to you. It's set up to respond to you. What you put out, you get back. So you have to help it. You have to put out only what you truly want. Now we have thousands upon thousands of thoughts a day. So you're not expected to listen to every single one of them, but there will be an overall vibration. If you wake up every day cranky, that's an overall vibration. If you go to bed every night expecting that the night will be the same as the night before, that's an overall vibration. If you know that things just never work out for you, that's an overall vibration. Grab onto the overall vibration and change it. You can do this. And then with repetition, you will see some amazing things start to happen. It's so important to believe in yourself. Beliefs define your life. It is so important to make them good ones. I remember when I was very young, I was taught by my traditional religion that God was angry and judgmental, that it was hard to get to heaven, that you had to come and be baptized to be washed away of your original sins. I remember as a very young child stating that I did not choose to believe what I was being taught. I could not believe that I was a better person than God. It just wasn't possible. I chose to change the repetitive teachings that were being brought to me, and to go with what my core knew. That's an example. You have examples as well. When you hear something over and over and over again, don't assume because it's repetitive that it's true. It's called gaslighting. It's a weapon. Do you like it? Choose a better belief. Choose a better thought. Choose a better emotion. Then you'll see it all around you. You'll see evidence of your belief coming back at you. It's that simple. beliefs or repetitions, perceptions. No one has ever said that beliefs are truth. They are what you make them. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Sunday. I hope that made sense to you. I hope you were able to connect with somewhat of that. Please be sure to go to my website at lisahop.com, and if you're listening to this on YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share if you will. I appreciate you all again so very much, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Many blessings.